So today's topic is the last part of EDA roadmap, which is data visualization and insight. Okay, so the focus area will be tell the story. Whatever the visualization that we are drawing through our data set, so we have to be very perfect in telling the story, and we call it a data storytelling. Okay, and what are the things that it includes? Visualization, trend, correlation, and patterns for decision making. Okay, so we learn all these topics today with a sample data set. Okay, so why do we need data visualization? Okay, so it makes complex data easy to understand. One is easy understanding. It's identified trends. Okay, trends is nothing but if you have a sale trend, you can see which month you had a high sale. Okay, why? Okay, could be there could be some festival season, festive seasons, and all right, holiday seasons. So obviously you'll see a good sales for your product. Okay, correlation and patterns. Okay, and it also supports evidence-based decision making. Okay, so if you are seeing a good sales during festive season like December, then probably you can add some more uh, offers to your product so that more people, more customers, you can attract them, and you can have your product sold. Okay, or you can make more selling of your products. Okay, and it also simplifies the communication with non-technical audience. Okay, those who are non-technical, by visualizing the things, okay, like leadership team. Okay, so they are basically involved in strategy. Okay, decision making and other things. So if you have a visualization that helps them to understand what is going on with the data and trends, okay, they can understand easily. Okay, enables faster problem solving. Okay, so what are the common types? Okay, visualization types and when to use them. Okay, we have seen a lot of charts, right? Even with the basics of pandas. Okay, and we have seen SNS. Okay, Seaborn library, Matplotlib. Okay, so we have seen how to use them, but which chart? Okay, you need to understand when to use which chart. Okay, line chart, trends over time. Line, you have seen it goes like this. If you have a two product sales, okay, you can see which one is making profit, okay, or which one is going or dipping down. Okay, trends over time and monthly sales trends. Okay, example, these are the examples. Bar chart, a comparison across categories. Okay, say for example you have categories of product. Say for example you have laptop, you have mobile phone, you have charger, you have a power bank, you have uh, airpods. Okay, you need to see, if you create a bar chart, okay, between these categories of products, right, then you'll see which one during festive season is making more profit to the company, and based on that you can take a decision. And also, if your business is spread across region wise, say for example north, south, east, west in India, right, how your product is doing, you can pull out based on the region also, and sales if you have all those data set. Pie chart, so it is to check the relationship. Okay, part to whole relationship market share. Okay, you can see your market share of your company, how much it is, and you can evaluate using a pie chart. Pie chart everybody knows, right? So you can do the categories also. Okay, in pie chart, say for example you have 10 products. Okay, and you want to see in pie which one is making more profit based on the sales number. Histogram. Okay, histogram basically gives you the distribution, how your data is spread across age distribution. We have already seen all these things. Okay, nothing new. Scatter plot, correlation. Scatter is you have a straight line and you'll see whether those points are near to your the line. Okay, near to your line, and so that you can understand if your data points are far away from your two independent variables, right, then you can make some decision. Okay, and we have seen this hours studied versus marks. Okay, the more you study, okay, the more you score. Okay, we have approved that with yesterday's session with the student data set that we created, and we learned how to do that. Okay, heat map. Okay, heat map is used for multivariate patterns. Okay, you have a multivariate means more than three variables columns you want to compare, you can use the heat map. Correlation matrix, we called it as a correlation matrix. Box plot, so outliers, summary statistics, and salary spread. These are just the example. Okay, now what we'll do is we will take this data set. Okay, simple data set I have already copied, okay, upfront, so that it will save time. So I have a day with some dates. I have product A, product B, okay, and revenue it is generating, okay, and customer count, how many customer count are there, okay, and then I will print the DF. Okay, now I have day, okay, which is in the form of date and time. If you see earlier, if I run this without this, okay, I'll put a hash here. Okay, I'll run info df dot info. Okay, now you see day is a object type. We need this day is a object type, okay, because it takes as an object. So we have to convert that into a date object. How do you do that? You have to use pd dot to date frame. Okay, and which column? This df of this column, and then again you are saving the same column after converting. So that is what we are doing, line by line activity here. Okay, so if I run this, you see a data something like this. If I run again, you see date and time 64 ns. Okay, so it states that the data is converted into a date time format. Okay, I'll just delete all these cells. Okay, now coming back to, so I have a line chart here. Okay, first one is line chart. So let me just copy this and I'll run this one by one. Okay, this is my line chart. So PLT is nothing but your matplotlib. We have already declared here matplotlib and cbon. Okay, so let me run this. So I am using 6 by 4, the figure size, the chart size, and then plt.plot df of day and revenue. Okay, and marker I'm using O type, and line is a dash. Okay, so if you see the day type is date and time, and the revenue is integer, so it will work. Okay, now you see these are the scale here. From 1300 it is starting. If you see here my data, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Okay, so the data is in such a way that it will show your line chart going up. Okay, and these are the labels that you are giving, revenue and day. Okay, and grid is equal to true. If you say off, this grid, that the lines you see inside this chart will be gone. Okay, something like this. Okay, but you can add all these things and you can save this for future reference. Okay, it will be very useful for other data set. Okay, and what does the tight layout do is it will try to squeeze everything and put it in this square or rectangle area. Okay, it will not go outside, and here also you can see, you see a slight overlap here. Okay, I'll just add a comment. Okay, still it is there, but you can change it. Grid true. Okay, this is the first one, line chart. Now the next one is bar chart. Okay, so we'll create a bar chart. Simple, we have already done this. Okay, df dot set index day. Okay, and you're using data type is product as sale and b. Okay, two and dot plot and kind is equal to bar. So this is how you have to initialize your bar chart in Python. Okay, this is the title. You'll give the heading. You will give x label, the bottom one x label day, y label side, the I mean, horizontal line. You'll give unit zone, title layout, and show plt dot show. Okay, this is how it will display. Okay, these are the units. These are the values of product A sales and product B. Okay, these are the color code of this product. Okay, now you see on this date particular day, product A has a up to 25. Okay, and this one had up to 40. Same likewise, you can see your data visualization. Okay, so these are all the titles you see here. Unit sold, and this is the title here, and day is the Y label. Sorry, X level. Okay, this is about line chart. Now we'll do the pie chart. Okay, one by one I'll explain. So total sales, I'm creating a variable is equal to df of what? A sales dot sum. Okay, because you need to have a sum to show in pie chart. Otherwise, it will not work. So you are using an aggregate function. Okay, comma df b sales sum. Okay, so we'll see the bifurcation between A and B. How much making? How much sales we are making? And this is the size of your visualization 4 by 4. Okay, and here I'm declaring plt.py total sales. Okay, total sales is nothing but this variable. Labels for A and B. Okay, auto PCT. This is one of the parameter that you have to add it for visualizing, and start angle is equal to 90. Okay, so 90 degree it will show, otherwise it will show little here and there, so you need to adjust that again. Okay, and this is the title, and we are asking Python to show that pie. Okay, something like this. If I say 40 degree, okay, you see it has little turned 40 degree. Okay, this is 40 degree. Okay, I'll say 80 degree. Okay, now you see it has turned like this. Okay, so you have to play around with all these parameters. Okay, now you see product A and product B. How did we arrive to this number? Using a sum function. Okay, so we are using a sum function. Even if you take this, one minute, df df product dot sum, produdd. Okay, product sale. Okay, so I misspelled it. Okay, so you can see. Okay, np dot integer 158 or something it came. Okay, same thing if we go with B sales, we have A and B, right? B product. So this is the, it is 215. Okay, so it is converting into percentage here. Okay, so A is 158, 2 is 215. That is the reason you see the area is also more for B product. Okay, so and then it is converting into uh, percentage, and then it is should. Okay, same thing. Next one is scatter plot. Okay, here you see what we are doing is 6 by 6 comma 4, the size of this area. Okay, this is 4 is to 4. If you remember, I have added this 4 is to 4. If I want to add 6 comma 4, you'll see a little lengthier. Okay, one minute again. What happened? Product here, product A sales. Acha, okay. PRODUCT product. Okay. Okay, now you see it has little shifted towards right. Okay, so I'll take 9 by 4, 9 by 9. Okay, now you see it has turned into bigger. Okay, I'll change it to 9 comma 4. Okay, this looks good. Even if you want smaller, you can go by 5 by 4. Okay, something that will fit onto your screen. Okay, now we'll see the scatter plot. Okay, so scatter plot, you have something like this. You have y-axis, x-y-axis, and you have to point which variable you want in x and y. Okay, you have to mention, and data you have to pass your data frame. Okay, and then likewise you have to give your title, label, y label, and then type layout and show. Okay, now you see these your data points. Okay, and these are your scale. Okay, and these are your revenue. Okay, $1,300, 1,400, 15, 16, and 1,800. Now what do you infer by seeing this? You are making a good profit and it is steady. Okay, so steady, and you don't see and you can also use the heat maps, pair plots, bubble charts. Okay, you can do all those things also. Okay, bubble chart, and there is one more. Actually, there is one more. Okay, 1 minute. This is for bubble chart. Figure axis agency with zero axis marketing spend. Here, marketing spend. If you customer count into 5. 1 minute, I think this code had some issue because I didn't mention the data type. 1 minute. I'll pick the right data type and then we can focus on it. Mm, So the product. 1 minute. Upload. Okay. Okay. Same thing. I think, yeah, there is a different data set, sample data set. Okay. I'll run this. This is our data set. Okay. Month is there, Jan to June, and I have some sales number, and then marketing spend, how much I have spent, and I have customer count, how many customer uh, uh, purchased that product. Okay, based on this, so we have something here. So this is for just for understanding. I was created today. Okay, now you see from Jan it has picked up, and April again it has dipped. If you see the data here, April we have spent how much? 5,500. Okay, and here we spent 4,000 and it has dipped to this one. So there was a marketing, there was a budget constraint during April where the company was not able to spend more on marketing spend, and then you can see a dip in your customer and your sales. Okay, and again you see 6,000 they have spent and it has picked up from 240 to 330 during June. Okay, so that is what it is showing. So marketing and sales, right? It goes hand on hand. Okay, and this helps to increase your sales. Okay, so this one is scatter plot, same thing. Okay, so it is going like this, then drop and then pick up. Okay, and these are the marketing spend. Okay, so see this data type, right? It will definitely help you to understand why I picked up different data set is for our understanding. Okay, so you need to understand how you are doing this. And lastly, we have to write our inferences. If you go back to the previous one, here explanation. The code block above generates four plots. A line chart for revenue trend, a bar chart to compare product sales, and a pie chart for total sales proposition. If you see total sales proposition. So product B is giving more sales and revenue to the company. So you can focus on product B instead of product A. Okay, and a scatter plot to analyze the correlation between customer count and revenue. Okay, each plot helps you visually answer different business questions supporting the decision making process. Okay, so you have to, after seeing this line chart and other data points, right, you should be able to write your own inferences. That is the reason why I took very simple data set, this one. Okay, five rows. Okay, but in reality we'll have more. Okay, so what we'll do is we're gonna learn this EDA with some data type. Okay, now when I say data type, we will pick it up from Kaggle site tomorrow, and then we will do a practice. And whatever we have learned, these 10 steps. Okay, these 10 steps we're gonna implement with a sample data set. Okay, so this is what our learning. So I just went with one by one to help you understand with all the uh, sections. Okay, 10 sections. But we will pick up some data and we'll play around and we'll understand. Okay, so probably tomorrow and day after tomorrow we'll have some sample data, pick up some domain, a different domain data set, and then we can practice this. Okay, and later on we'll start the new chapter or new concept or subject. Okay, so guys, this was very short I mean session, very small session, because it doesn't have any this I mean uh, visualization, data storytelling, we have learned this before also, right? By seeing this you can tell what is happening here, which has a more proportion, okay? But you have to be very attention to detail. Okay, when you see your data you have to be very careful and attention to detail to bring out those insights. Okay, so this is about our last EDA step, data visualization storytelling. Okay. You can stop the recording side, and I'm going to share this file today. Okay, let me share this so that you can keep all this data. Okay, let me share. This is EDA 14. EDA 14. Yeah. This one, and there is one more. Okay. Uh, this one also, data visualization insights notebook. This one also I'll share it with you. See, what I do is I'll keep all the code along with me. Whenever I get some scenarios right, I will copy this code here. I'll pick which columns I need. See, numeric, if you have, you're good. Okay. If you want to count something, you have to go with categorical data. Okay. Just keep that in mind. Okay. So, have you stopped the recording, Saib?